Every war had a signature weapon. World War I had the machine gun. World War II had tanks, some might say even the atomic bomb. But the wars being fought today have a signature weapon that you can literally hold in both your hands. We've seen them in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and last year, right on our own border during Operation Sindoor. And these sometimes cost less than an iPhone. And Dalal Street has noticed this. Aajkal, everyone has seen a drone stocks list. Every ex-influencer has some tip. Every screener has some drone basket. But here's my problem with those lists. Half the companies on them don't actually make drones. So today we're doing something very, very different. We're going to separate the companies that actually build drones from the companies जो बहती गंगा में बस हाथ धो रहे हैं. Hi, I'm Arunima and you're watching How Bizarre. So let's begin. First, let's be fair, the hype has a very solid foundation. India is finalizing its biggest ever military drone order, more than 17,000 crore rupees. And get this, here's the best part, the entire amount goes to Indian companies with deliveries over the next 18 to 24 months. Now, if we zoom out further, in March 2026, the Defense Ministry approved proposals worth more than 2 lakh crore rupees, and that includes armed drones. And we've seen what this does to stock prices. After Operation Sindoor, drone stocks rallied more than 50% in just a few weeks. So the theme is very real, future growth तो है, that part is not in question. The question is कि जब government वो thousands of crores के check actually लिखेगी, how much of it lands on the stocks that you're holding? Spoiler alert, it's probably much less than you think. Now, before I name a single company, I'm giving you 3 tests. If you learn these once right, you'll use them for life. On any drone stock, actually any theme stock. So, test number 1, the revenue test. And by that, what I mean is how much of the company's actual sales come from drones. I'm not talking about market opportunity or fancy press releases, just pure build revenue. Let's take a simple example. If a Pani Puri Thela also sells 1 bottle of Coca-Cola a day, it's not suddenly a beverage company. Right? So, same logic here. If out of 100 crore rupees, just 1 crore comes from drones, that's essentially not a drone company. Test number 2, the kitchen test. Does the company design the brain of the drone itself? The flight controller, the autopilot, and the communication system? Or is it someone that's just importing the parts and assembling them? Think about it like this. There's a chef, then there's a guy who just microwaves frozen pizza. दोनों खाना सर्व करते हैं, but only one of them survives when the frozen pizza supplier stops delivering. And in the drone world, remember this, the frozen pizza supplier is China. Just hold that thought. And this becomes the biggest revelation of this video. Test number 3, the reorder test. Has the Indian army actually used the product and then ordered it again? एक बार trial किया, that means nothing. A demo means nothing. Pehla order means the customer is just trying your restaurant. A repeat order means he's bringing his whole family back. Only the second one proves that the khana is actually good. So 3 tests, revenue, kitchen, reorder. Before we carry on with the rest of the episode, I just wanted to come here and say that a lot of people come to me with queries around how to be an effective communicator, how to speak confidently on stage or in front of a camera, and what to do when things go wrong. So for this, I have built a course along with upskills.club on how to be an effective communicator, and in this, there is no theory, only practical knowledge drawn from my own lived experience. I'll be covering a range of topics, things like in the first 30 seconds, what can you do that will make or break your presence? What are some body language mistakes that most people oversee? Or how to rehearse without sounding scripted. So yes, this is loaded with a lot of hands-on learning, a lot of tips on how to sound natural in front of a camera. And if you want to be an effective communicator in 2026, then this is a course for you. Check it out, the link is in the description. Now, back to the episode. Now let's run every famous drone stock through them. Company 1, IdeaForge. If there is one listed company where drones are their entire business, yahi hai. It has roughly a 50% market share in Indian UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles. It's ranked 3rd globally in dual-use drones and it passes the kitchen test. It has achieved up to 70% hardware indigenization and 100% in-house software development. इस कंपनी के लिए FY26 was the comeback year. Revenue jumped from 161 crores to 226 crores. and the net loss of 62 crore rupees became a net loss of 17 crore rupees, less than one third. Plus, it had the highest ever annual orders of 530 crores and entered FY27 with a 310 crore rupee order book. But all of this for one quarter. And that one is where most people don't really pay attention, but we will. So that's problem number one, the lumpiness. Just one quarter before that, blockbuster Q4, Q3 FY26 revenue was only 31 crore rupees with minus 67% margin. And then boom, 141 crore rupees in the next quarter. It's kind of like a shadi season caterer. 9 months of nothing, then bumper earnings in wedding season. So, judging IdeaForge by one single quarter, good or bad, is a mistake. Problem number two, the auditors raised an eyebrow. The statutory auditors flagged two things as key audit matters: revenue recognition and capitalization of product under development. Now, what does capitalizing R&D mean in simple language? Instead of counting research spending as this year's expense, which would reduce profit, the company parks it on the balance sheet as an asset to be expensed slowly later. And ये बिल्कुल legal है, it's very common. But it makes today's profit look better. When auditors highlight this, they're basically saying investors, please don't ignore this, यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखना. Problem number 3, the 204-day wait. After selling a drone, IdeaForge waits on an average for 204 days to get paid. That's almost 7 months. Screener also flags low interest coverage and a 3-year return on equity of minus 2%. So imagine your salary coming 7 months late every single month. You've survived only on savings, or अलग ही टेंशन है फिर. A government customer means almost guaranteed payment, eventually. This is exactly why order book headlines and actual bank balance are two very, very different things. And now, the breaking news just from a few days ago, at least when I was recording this video. On the 10th of July 2026, IdeaForge closed a QIP and raised 500 crore rupees by allotting more than 60 lakh shares at an issue price of 795 rupees per share. QIP means Qualified Institutional Placement. The company prints new shares and sells them to big institutions to raise money. So the good news, institutions are getting in and the company gets growth capital, and that's most likely for its new combat drone and kamikaze drone push. But catch क्या है? Well, आपका pizza slice थोड़ा छोटा हो जाएगा. The same pizza has more slices, meaning the company has more dilution. So ask the same smart question. After such a blockbuster quarter, why raise cash now? The generous answer is combat drones need serious capex or capital expenditure. The skeptical answer is cash flows aren't yet strong enough to self-fund. So track the QIP size, who subscribes, and where that money goes. That's your next signal. Company 2, Solar Industries. This is the drone story that nobody labels as a drone story. अब ये बहुत interesting है. The biggest real drone weapons company on the exchange never appears on drone stock list. But why? Because the label says explosives company. Listen to the record. Nagastra 1, India's first indigenous kamikaze drone inducted by the army, and it won that original 212 crore contract by beating Israel's U-Vision and Poland's WB Electronics at 40% lower cost. This is a perfect example of Indian regard but at global quality. More than 480 units were inducted, and then this is the key. In June 2025, the army came back and ordered 450 more, a repeat order. After combat use, that's the reorder test. This company is passed with distinction there. The pipeline keeps going. There's Nagastra 3 with a 100-kilometer range sanctioned under the ministry's Make One category. It showed early research into 500 to 700-kilometer deep strike drones. And in March 2026, they broke ground on a 12,800 crore UAV and robotics mega factory in Nagpur. What was the target? Well, 10,000 drones a year with their own drone test range and runway. What was the defense order book? Around 17,100 crore rupees. That's more than 12 times Zen Technologies, which is the third company on this list. These were all the numbers. Now here's the nuance that nobody explains. A kamikaze drone is half drone and half bomb. The drone half is getting cheaper and easier every year. Hundreds of companies can build it. Now, the bomb half, which is the warhead, the explosives, the propellant, that needs government licenses that almost nobody has. A drone startup legally cannot fill a warhead. Solar has handled explosives for decades now. वो license ही असली मोट है. No amount of startup funding can buy it quickly. That's why Solar keeps winning the kamikaze category. Though honestly, there's one caveat. Drones and defense are still a minority of Solar's total revenue. You're buying an excellent explosives company with a drone rocket strapped to it, not a pure drone play. Company 3, Zen Technologies. There's real capability here, but you must read the fine print. Zen tops every drone list, but I need to give you two corrections to this very popular story. Zen is mostly an anti-drone company. Its core business is military training simulators. Its drone adjacent crown jewel is counter-drone system. You basically detect, track, jam and destroy enemy drones. And what's the proof of that? In its recent order, which was by the Ministry of Defense of 404 crore rupees, 332 crore rupees was an anti-drone system. Only 72 crore rupees were simulators. Making drones and shooting down drones, दोनों same game के players हैं, but completely different skills. It's like getting two people to compete. Someone who makes a cricket bat versus someone who makes a cricket ball. Both can be great businesses. Just know which one you're buying. Correction 2. Zen's drone making ability was bought, it wasn't built. In 2025 alone, Zen went shopping 51% of Vector Technics, which makes drone motors and propulsions. It got 55% of TISA Aerospace, which makes loitering munitions, and also acquired 45% stakes in Bhairav Robotics and other companies. All of these are smart moves, but acquisitions bring integration risk. And TISA is a majority stake in an early stage company, not a combat proven product line like Nagastra. And now, the numbers nobody reconciles with the hype. In the biggest drone hype year in Indian history, Zen's FY26 revenue fell 29% from 974 crore rupees to 688 crore rupees. The net profit dropped from 299 to 218 crore rupees. And the March 2026 quarter, well, revenue crashed 45% year on year. It gets more uncomfortable. Employee costs jumped from 9% of revenue to almost 19%. And analysts downgraded the stock, calling the valuation stretched at more than 8 times the book value. How does revenue fall during a boom? Well, it's simple. Government orders get announced fast, but they get signed very slowly. Zen itself blamed procedural delays in order finalization. ये बिल्कुल सरकारी नौकरी जैसा है. Advertisement तो आ जाता है, लेकिन joining letter महीनों बाद आता है. The announcement moves the stock, but signing moves the revenue. These are two very different events, often 1 year apart. The bull case is still alive, to be fair. As of FY26, it has an order book of 1,336 crore rupees and a stated target of 4,000 crores in fresh orders. And it's almost debt free. It has almost 1.9 thousand crore rupees of reserves, and its anti-drone systems got real-world validation during Operation Sindoor. And remember Vector Technics, the motor company that Zen had bought? Well, it's one of the very few Indian companies making drone motors. Company 4. Ratan India. Through its subsidiary NeoSky, which owns Throttle Aerospace, Ratan India holds a genuine early DGCA certified drone maker. The drone company is real, लेकिन problem arithmetic ही है. It's one small shop inside a big mall. Ratan India also does EVs, fintech, e-commerce. Buying Ratan India for drones is like buying the entire mall because you like one shop. Your drone exposure gets diluted by everything else in the building. And the last but not the least, Paras Defense. It makes the eyes of the drone, not the drone itself. Paras is a genuinely good optics company. It's the only submarine periscope maker in all of Asia Pacific. It also does indigenous hyperspectral cameras. Its drone exposure comes by subsidiaries: Paras Anti-Drone for counter UAV system, Paras Aerospace for drone services, plus agri drones. If you look at the FY26 order book, 928 crore rupees up from 576. The management is guiding 40 to 50% revenue growth in FY27. But here is the honest part. Paras mostly makes cameras that sit on other people's drones and systems that counter drones. It's perfectly legitimate. The camera is often the most expensive part of a surveillance drone. The problem is the price tag. Paras trades around 110 times earnings. Zen is at about 84. Gold rush में तो shovel बेचने वाला भी पैसा कमाता है. Sometimes safer paisa, but you should never pay gold mine prices for a shovel shop. Dronacharya and Drone Destination. They're drone by name, but coaching class by actual nature. These are drone pilot training and services companies. Dronacharya's market cap is about 90 crores with a negative 3-year return on equity and earnings propped up by other income. There's nothing wrong with coaching institutes, but India has 244 approved drone training schools and nearly 40,000 certified pilots. जब हर गली में कोचिंग क्लास खुल जाती है ना, फीस क्रैश हो जाती है. It's just basic economics. The danger is that these names appear on the same screener list as IdeaForge, the same label, but they're completely different businesses. Don't let that label do your thinking. Now, let's land the drone. Which are the actual drone builders that are listed? IdeaForge, the pure play with lumpy quarters and a QIP and the receivables problem to monitor. Then we have Solar Industries, which is combat-proven kamikaze drones with an explosives mode, but that's hidden inside an explosives label. There's Zen Technologies, which is India's counter-drone leader, whose drone making story is bought and still proving itself. Then there's the adjacent but real company, but still not drone makers. We have Paris Defense, the eyes, not the bird, and that's at about 110 times earnings. Ratan India is also there, which has like a drone segment, but it has a minority role. And finally, there are proximity trades like Dronacharya and Drone Destination, which are coaching classes wearing a drone costume. And then your permanent 6-point checklist. Make sure to screenshot this. 1. What percentage of revenue is actually drones? 2. Does it mean an in-house flight controller or is it an imported kit? Where do the motors, magnets and batteries actually come from? 4. Were these inducted and then reordered by the defense forces? 5. Operating cash flow, not just order book headlines. 6. Who is the real competition for them, including the unlisted giants? So these are my closing thoughts. Way back, Einstein was fearing the weapons that we'd use in World War III. Well, it turns out the weapon is here and India is racing to build it at home. Operation Sindoor made this story irreversible. 17,000 crore rupees makes it fundable too. And companies like these prove Indian engineering can actually deliver. But, और ये line please याद रखना, the theme is real and every stock with drone in its name deserves 60 times earnings are two very different sentences. The money will finally flow to whoever controls three things: the flight stack, the supply chain below the motor, and for weapons, the explosives license. Rank every company against those three and the basket basically sorts itself. And before you close this video, none of what I said is investment advice. Before you put in a single rupee, please talk to a SEBI registered advisor and do your own research. But let me leave you with one last thought, because every number I gave you today, the order books, the margins, the crores of rupees, all of this sits at the top of a very harsh truth. These companies don't sell soaps or biscuits. Their best-selling product is, in the end, built to end a life on the other side of a border. So picture that day. One of these stocks is printing its best ever quarter. The green candle is absolutely glorious. Your portfolio is in the green. And the reason is that somewhere a war went well. So here's my question, the one I genuinely can't answer for you. On that day, what will actually matter more to you? Will it be the price of the drone stock you're holding, or the human being somewhere far away who no longer exists because that drone did exactly what it was supposed to do? Well, that's all for today. See you next time. Until then, stay curious.